Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2019 Luminary Awards Breakfast. Yeah, you must be hungry right now. My name is Maria Ruess, and I am currently the CEO of LSCW LLC, my own company, and I'm also a board member of Great Minds in STEM, and I'm here with...
I'm Robin Evitts, and I'm also on the board. I'm the board treasurer. That means I'm actually an accountant wishing I could be an engineer. And we are both proud members of the Great Minds in STEM Board of Directors.
And, of course, we'll be your Master of Ceremonies. Of course, hello, just to put a standard or a level setting here, we will not try to compare to last night's events. Just for the record.
Yeah, we have a high hurdle to try to top Major General Toy, so we're not going to try. We're going to be our own unique people this morning. Let us first start by welcoming two distinguished guests we have in the room. First, Major General Toy and Major General Wins. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'd also like to recognize Dr. Picanti, who's here from ARL and who helped us with the drone competition that I think some of you saw the video of. You know, Great Minds in STEM has been fortunate to have great partners that help us to do all this work. And you can see the full list of our partners on page 10 of the conference journal. But we would like to acknowledge our three host sponsors now. They are Lockheed Martin Corporation, Shell Oil Company, and Disney Parks Experiences and Products. Let's give them a round of applause. Of course, we also couldn't do this without our academic hosts, who are the University of Central Florida, Florida International University, and the Computing Alliance of Hispanic Serving Institutions, or CASI, for working with our future engineers, scientists, mathematicians, and technical talent. Let's give them a round of applause. We are honored to celebrate the 2019 class of GMiS Luminaries in this beautiful and magical location. This morning, we'll meet 11 outstanding technical professionals from our corporate sponsors and partners. Last night, we honored 8 luminaries from the defense industry, along with 12 STEM Hero honorees at the National Defense Awards.
This class of luminaries might be the most impressive group we've honored at Great Minds in STEM. But let me point out at least of 2 very incredible individuals, and you have them in your conference information guide. There are 2 very distinguished and very incredibly astute, credible innovators, everything. There is the Engineer of the Year, Gregory Porpora, and Scientist of the Year, Estrella Rogel. I want you to follow them, find them, and celebrate their accomplishments. And if they're here, we're going to celebrate what they've achieved. The work they're doing, everyone that has been recognized, the work that they're doing in some of the most challenging and cutting-edge fields of STEM is going to knock your socks off. I'm sorry, some of us don't wear socks, just so that you know. As you will see shortly. Together with the award winners honored at the other events here at the conference, the class of 2019 perfectly symbolizes the excellence that Great Minds in STEM has represented for the last 31 years. I'm sorry, some of you in the audience were probably not born yet. Just for the reference, I would like to ask Great Minds in STEM's honorees in the room to please stand. Anyone who's ever been honored by Great Minds in STEM.
Thank you. It's incredible. And Maria, you've been involved with Great Minds in STEM for some time. Do you have a favorite GMiS conference memory that you can share with the group?
Well, I've been serving in the board for a long time. I'm starting to get white hair, as you can tell. Actually, I will remind you of something. Some of you are probably very nervous when you're recognized, when you hear that you're receiving an award. We all have stories. All the stories are very valuable. When I received my award, I was incredibly nervous. I don't remember even what I said, to tell you the truth. But the only thing I remember was the memory I left in my 2 kids. Once I walked out of that stage, I was walking out, my 2 kids jumped and said, "Go, mommy!" And I thought, okay, I've done it. I've convinced 2 children, who are now engineers, to follow something. So that was my story with GMiS System. Ever since, I've been extremely proud to serve in the board. I've been in the board since 2006, so that's what gets me excited every day. Now, that's a little bit of my own story. So, Robin, you must have a moment since you joined GMiS System as a board member. What is yours?
Yes, well, as I said, I'm actually an accountant, but my dad was an engineer. He's an electrical engineer, and he worked on inventing the cell phone at Motorola, although all I knew was that he went to work and he had a briefcase, a pocket protector, and a nice dress shirt and a tie. So that was my idea of an engineer. But one thing that is maybe a little known secret is I'm actually a closet race car driver. And in my professional career, I worked at Clorox, where we had great scientists, but we actually sponsored a NASCAR. So some of you may remember a couple years ago, there was an award winner, Alma, who is from GM, and she was basically the chief engineer to work with the NASCAR programs for GM. So, of course, my fellow board colleagues let me sit next to her and kind of let it rub off a little bit. And then we had Halio yesterday. So I talked to Halio about engines and weight in the car and all this stuff, and I shared with him one little known secret about me and my closet race car goal, and that is that I have a NASCAR nickname that not a lot of people know. So I'm about to tell what Anna tells me is a very intimate group for breakfast this morning of 200 people what my NASCAR nickname is. It's lug nut. So for those of you who aren't clear what a lug nut is, it's the small things that you use to hold the wheel on the car. It's a very important thing.
But it's very small.
But it's small.
They put us together here so that we share some commonalities.
Together we're tall.
Yes.